The hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Will kick it away first. And he's going to try to return. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
After the misfire, now on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He'll pull it on the read. Fakes his man out. And he's still running after the move. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. With the catch, it's Eaton. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Right on target this time. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it.
Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gets it out quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got it, and they convert. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating.
Running toward the tape. The 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's Huber. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Longhorns get enough to move the chain.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the scoop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
Looking to pass. It's Allison. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff to the lone back. Bulls his way forward. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Feeling some heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Texas offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is...
Off he goes! He's at the 40. He's at the 20. A huge play, just a breath away from taking it to the house, but they are in business at the 4. They'll immediately call timeout. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Allison. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Going up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to throw, it's Allison. They're trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's fired. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Runs for the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Throws for the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Give to the back. Nifty run there. Pick up of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Spreads the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Texas! And the defense doing work. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, and making a play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Brings it in down the left side. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Second down coming up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.